My Irish connections are on both sides of my family. My father's family, distantly, 19th century, is from Cork. And my mother's side is Murphy from Waterford. I guess the thing about me personally with Ireland, I always feel, I've been coming to Ireland since I was in my 20s, and maybe I've been here 15 or more times. And I feel, when I'm in Ireland, I feel tribally connected. You know, I feel like the salmon who has swum his way home. I'd say a personal quirky favorite, appeals to my quirky sensibility, is Paul Durkin. But also Paul Muldoon. I'm a great fan of the interweaving of rhyme and meter that he accomplishes, beautifully textured and different puzzles in a way. And of course, Seamus Heaney. There's also Eamon Brennan, a friend of mine, and I also like Michael Longley quite a bit. And the young poet Leanne O'Sullivan, who was a student of mine by happenstance some years ago. And I'm leaving out 9 or 10, but, well, it was like growing a new head or something. It was, before that, I had some books out, and I had some success as a poet. But the Poet Laureateship is kind of a crowning achievement. I guess the main thing to say about it is that it was completely unexpected. I have a pretty vigorous fantasy life involving self-aggrandizing narratives, and of which I am the center. But I never once even dreamt about being Poet Laureate. Forgetfulness. The name of the author is the first to go, followed obediently by the title, the plot, the heartbreaking conclusion, the entire novel, which suddenly becomes one you have never read, never even heard of. It is as if one by one the memories you used to harbor decided to retire to the southern hemisphere of the brain, to a little fishing village where there are no phones. It didn't change my poetry, except I stopped writing poetry for a while. So my poems didn't change at all, they were just fewer of them. You get to do things. If you want to leave a legacy behind, which I finally decided I should, you can. And I started a program called Poetry 180 for American high schools, which is a way of exposing high school students every day to a poem that was contemporary and not difficult to understand on first hearing, trying to make poetry a part of everyday life, part of the everyday lives of American high school students.